First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Love from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched it. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Prescott off play action. He's going to launch this thing right on the field. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Going back to Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd down. Long. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back without a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds a man with a crossing route. Underneath this level field across the 45. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Dak's going to keep it on the option. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Packer first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On the counter, here's Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Love now on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Touchdown with Green Bay.
Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down and continue to break that pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 41, Prescott. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Prescott now from the 50. And Joshua Rosen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A 10th carry for Kamara. Hammering for the goal. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The play fake, Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty is Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage. They did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. Open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And they take a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone set.
And got this man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Is that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. They go to the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lux with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, Love. The kicker here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Crowd keeps moving.
Open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's got it up and through. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back up.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Got a man, he hits him in stride. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this to his tight end Troy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Same exact result. absorb his last play, a pickup of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pop free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Just 4 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Love from the gun. And this will complete right side to Funches. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down carry by Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action this time with Love. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Saints, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.